And let's jump into the horrible movie of the week. And 5 reasons why you shouldn't watch it. So this week, I watched a movie that just popped up on my Netflix, and it seemed semi-interesting. I was like, okay. It was called Heaven's Blade. It's off of the video game Heaven's Blade, which you might know as a PS3. Might not have been a launch title, but it was very close to launch.
Heavenly Sword?
Heavenly Sword. That's what I meant. Heavenly Sword. Yes. That's what I meant. Thank you for getting that, getting me all right on that one. So yeah, I watched it, and yeah, let's just jump right into reason number 5 not to watch it. Because it's a movie based on a video game. If that wasn't enough to stop me from watching this movie, or to get me to watch it just because I'm trying to watch horrible movies, yeah, that's really all you need. If it's usually based on a video game, I think there's like 3 out there that have been any good of all time. So, yeah. So that's number 5. Number 4. Huh?
I'm trying to think of any, really, but I'm sure there's some.
Okay,
somewhere.
yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there you go.
Exactly.
Which was also a comic book first, so...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just going to go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yes. Yeah. Number 4. For some reason, even people in the same family, now blood relation that have grown up together the whole time, they, for some reason, all have different accents in this same clan, which I found interesting. Some of them have a slightly Asian accent. Some of them have a British accent. Some of them just have a normal North American accent. Which, it's like, if they're all supposed to be related, and they've lived together their whole lives, they should relatively all have the same accent. It just was very interesting. Because this was a CGI movie, and it probably wouldn't have been that hard to voice cast, people from the same area, or close to it.
But why would you want to do that?
You're right. Diversity is what they were going for here. Yeah, I guess. I'm just going to go for that one. All right, number 3. All right, so it is a CGI movie, and it just didn't look that good. Now, if everybody was just standing still, the CGI would have been fine. But unfortunately, people had to move in this movie. The running was very unrealistic. The fighting was horrible. It was kind of choppy at times. It just was not very entertaining. Now, I believe if you had just played the game, Heavenly Sword, you could have just they could have just taken the same graphics from that and put it right into this movie. But no, they had to redevelop an engine and make it worse. So, because if I remember correctly, the game was actually not bad. It really wasn't. It was decent.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was it was like a God of War, but you were a girl instead of a guy.
Yeah, and you just use a regular sword instead of blade things.
Arm blades. Chain blades?
Chain blades.
We'll call them chain blades. But, yeah, so it just didn't make sense why that was so horrible. Because, it's like, just take that from the game. Like, it's right there. It's already made for you. Use it. No. They had to go their own way and screw it up. All right, so number 2. Now, in video games, especially these kind of hack and slash and beat 'em up type video games like Heavenly Sword was, like God of War is, stuff like that, it's all right for you to use the same character models for enemies because they show you that this is the type of enemy, you know how to kind of beat them up. But when you're trying to create a movie, you don't use identical, I don't know how to put it, identical sprites for everybody. Like, they have this huge dark army that's marching toward them, and they're all identical. Like, they all have the same scars on their faces. They all have the same uniforms. It's like you could switch it up just a little bit. Like, give some of them hair and some of them bald. Don't put scars on everybody's faces in the exact same shape and exact same place. Put a little effort into your movie, and maybe it wouldn't be so horrible. But they did not want to go that route. They just wanted to make a horrible movie. And, okay, well, I'm reviewing it, so I guess it worked. Somebody watched it. At least one person in this world has watched this movie. And unfortunately, I have to say that was me. Because it wasn't fun. All right, and number 1 reason you should not watch this movie is because in the beginning they have this little story set up where they're saying that, okay, so back in ancient times there was a dark warlord who wanted to conquer the whole earth, and only the warrior with the Heaven's Blade was able to, or Heaven's Sword, whatever they call it. I think they call it the Heaven's Blade, but in the movie, but it's Heavenly Sword. It's the name of the movie. But only the warrior with the Heaven's Blade was able to stop this person. And then they pretty much go ahead and do the same movie. They just elongate it out for some reason. Made no sense to me. They're like, here's the movie in 2 minutes. And then we're going to stretch it out to an hour and a half for you. Go! Like,
They wanted you to know what you were getting yourself into.
But they didn't have to tell me the whole plot all in a row and then just say, oh, it's going to happen all over again. Great.
They were confident that the story was that compelling.
It was not that compelling. Like in a video game, maybe, because then you get to fight it out over hours of battling people. But not in a movie. You don't tell people everything and then just do it again. Okay, maybe you do, because this movie got made, but if you want people to like it, you don't. You really don't. So, yeah, this movie got 1.5 Chewbacca. No, too much. 1 Chewbacca chainsaw out of 5.
Ooh.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right, so let's keep on rolling.